Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Duck Bros podcast. I'm your boy, Master Damie,
This is Robbie Ray.
and today we got a special. We'll call it the MLB special, huh? Opening Day Special. You know,
That's a lot. That's a whole lot special right there,
well,
baby.
baseball is special, right? Like
Yes, it is.
we
That it is.
we've been waiting for the day. We almost thought we weren't gonna get one.
And we
So
are what 3 days away.
3 days. Today's Monday. Yeah, it'll be This episode will be coming out tomorrow, Tuesday. So yeah, by the time you guys listen to
Two
this,
days,
it'll be 2 days, 2 to 3 days.
and then we
Thursday,
got opening day, baby.
opening day. Before we
Start of a
even
new season.
before we even dig into any of the teams and the
Predictions.
predictions, who we think's gonna win, what, who, who do you think it is time for opening day to be a holiday?
Oh, for sure.
Right?
So,
At
so
least in America, you know?
this this is what I think. I think one Super Bowl should definitely be a holiday, like the Monday after the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
definitely.
You know. Um, I think. Uh, I think baseball. Baseball. See that baseball's a hard one. Super Bowl for sure. Baseball's a hard one though.
The day of the Super Bowl and the day after, you say?
Well, Super Bowl's always on Sunday, so
Yeah, so I mean,
but some people work Sundays.
yeah.
If you do, then that's kind of sucks. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It is what it
Because you can't
is.
close everything down.
Yeah, of
People are trying
course.
to buy food and all this stuff, right? But I do think that the Super Bowl is probably easier to kind of like fight for, right? Because it's like it's the United States, it's America. That's
Yeah.
a National Football League. Um, Baseball, on the other hand, like we've talked about this in other podcasts before, right? It's like it's not as popular,
Yeah,
maybe. You
it's
know?
more looked at as a dying sport than it is
Yeah,
thriving.
so because I mean, I look at basketball, I don't really think there should be one for that.
Yeah.
NHL, no. MLS, no. The only one I could really kind of shoot for would probably be Super Bowl,
Super
you
Bowl.
know?
The Super
And
Bowl, I just think Super Bowl, right? You know, the day after, just because it's the Super Bowl, it's big. If I'm not mistaken, it is one of, if it's not, I think it's the number one day for most hospital visits in of the year. Like
hey,
for
there we go.
overeating and over drinking, that people just go to the
Okay.
hospital, if I'm not
There we go.
mistaken, if I read that somewhere. But
There,
opening
there's
day,
there's some more fun facts for you right there, baby.
I just feel like opening day is different because like you said, basketball it's usually like two games the first night for basketball. They
Hmm.
get the team that won the championship against somebody, and then like usually it's like another big two good teams, usually like the Lakers and the Clippers, or like you know some big a big game. It's just
So,
two big games. And then
right.
same thing with football. You have like the Thursday night, and then you have Sunday, and then you have Monday. So it's kind of like it's
Hmm.
not one day. Same thing with hockey. It's like the first night is like two big games, and like, but like baseball, it's like everybody's playing
Yeah.
from the time you wake up at, well, for us it's 10 a.m.
Yep.
all the way till the night. The
Yeah.
Angels are always usually like the last game shown at 7 o'clock for
Hmm.
us here in the West Coast. So it just seems like an all day event. And like,
For
if you're a
sure.
fan of
Same thing like
baseball,
same thing
it's
like
like
the Super Bowl.
exactly. It's just like the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. You wake up, you get ready to barbecue, and you're there all day watching commercials and football. But
Hmm.
definitely a food for thought. I just thought I should ask.
I
Baseball.
always treated it like it was.
I always treated it like it was. I mean,
Like,
Thursday I won't be able to watch many of the games because I have a game to coach. But Friday, Dodgers kick off their season. I'll at least be able to watch that.
no, for
So
sure. But
yeah,
Yeah, well, so I mean, basketball we have Christmas.
Christmas, yeah, I feel like
That's
yeah.
like the bigger one.
I would say
Christmas
that's
is like
it
the
has that same feel to it,
yeah, it's all
Christmas.
day. There's like
Yeah,
four games,
that's like the equivalent to Super Bowl and opening day. I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool little warm up question. It's been a while since we recorded.
Mhm.
You know,
We for sure need more holidays, man.
more holidays, yeah. But
More holidays.
Mr. Biden, sir. If you ever come across this dude while you're still in office, yeah, what do you want to think about it? Huh?
More holidays.
Yeah, more holidays. Opening day, huh? Once a year.
Opening day, Super Bowl, Monday.
Super Bowl Monday. That's just two extra holidays. You know,
Makes sense.
I know. All right. With that being said, baseball is
It's
back.
back, baby. I love it.
Baseball is back.
I was I was talking to some of my coworkers about this. Oh no, actually, I was talking to Mikey about this.
Yeah. On
I
Fuente
was
Friday.
yeah, went to Friday.
All right.
That's pretty sick. That's yeah, it
Yeah.
was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice to just chill a little bit.
Uh,
But we talked about it. We're like, what were we gonna do? Like, if there was no season, like, what do you do with that? Like, I could only watch so much. Like, there's a huge gap right
yeah. Definitely.
between all the sports,
Yeah.
and baseball fills that completely. Like,
Because
you
once
have
basketball and hockey end, like you're gonna have
that's it.
yeah, because what basketball ends June, and then hockey is like I think another week or two after like the Stanley Cup.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like yeah, you from July to about
So football
really
starts.
till football
That's it.
till August if you watch preseason. I don't really watch preseason. I'm usually
Yeah.
watching baseball.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like yeah, I guess I got to watch preseason. And that's kind of boring because it's like watching spring training in a sense.
Yeah.
You know, but
And then, I mean, even college basketball is done.
yeah,
Like college baseball. Like, you guess you could watch college baseball, but
yeah.
it doesn't even like go
But that
in
ends.
that
It ends
far.
in June too.
Yeah,
Ends at the
yeah, it
same
doesn't go that
time.
far.
You know.
Exactly.
So yeah, there would have been that 2 month gap where you don't have like competitive sports.
I mean,
Unless
you have
you want
soccer.
soccer. Yeah, well, this year, usually this summer we would have had the World Cup, but now it's in the winter this year. So I don't know. The
The Winter
WNBA, I
Olympics?
guess, could have picked up the WNBA. Right, it starts in May, goes into October. You know, I mean, uh, yeah.
Serious?
The good thing is,
You serious right now?
there's if you're
Start going to games? That would help, dude. That
it,
would help their like
it
ticket
would have
sales and everything like
helped,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
but baseball's back.
that's it. WNBA was behind the lockout.
You think that's your theory, your conspiracy theory?
Yeah. They're like, we need to get rid of baseball so that there's no other sports except for us. And then people will start watching WNBA. Makes sense.
That's an interesting take.
If I was a WNBA, I'd try to do that.
Yeah.
Ticket sales would skyrocket.
Or why don't you just take out the sport that's just like you?
No.
I don't know. We'll see. That's an interesting theory. If anything ever comes out,
Imagine the
20
NBA
years
and
later,
WNBA fight to the death.
I don't know. I'm still
or
waiting for
like
Boogie
a space.
versus Griner.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Remember the little
That was
beat match?
hilarious.
Uh, I wanted to see
Yeah,
that just for fun.
that was funny when they
But
asked everybody, and everyone was like, "Seriously?" But or maybe like a Space Jam situation, or like
like,
they
oh,
play,
you play,
and
you come work for us.
yeah,
If
basically,
we win, you work for us.
or if we win, you no longer can play anymore.
Yeah, but luckily for us, baseball has a
It's
deal.
happening.
It's happening. It is happening. Who is? What are you most excited for?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm excited just for baseball altogether, but I think I'm just more excited to be able to go to games, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
because this also, like, I know we were able to go to games last year, but it's the field just was not there.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping they're having full capacity, right?
yeah,
Like there's no regular, yeah. So just getting the feel of the game back and having everybody there and just getting the
yeah,
atmosphere back. I think it's that's probably the most important thing that I missed.
yeah.
When we did go to games.
I think just the sense of normalcy,
Hmm.
with everything kind of like slowly going back to normal.
Right.
Like it'll feel a lot better going to a game without any worries, or like feel like, oh, I need to have my mask on, or I can just it's there was always that, like, all right, like I'm done eating, I got to put my mask back on type of
Right.
feeling.
That and which for me, I don't
Just
know
from
how
a
you
fan perspective.
right, but for me, I don't know how you feel about it, but I kind of like that there was people sitting next to me.
Oh, dude. I mean,
Like,
I
not
remember
that I don't like,
going for the first. I remember I went one time. Me and Kelly, and dude, the I had a whole like 3 rows to myself.
right.
Like I had
It
my
was
whole
crazy.
row,
Like,
and then there was no one in front of me. There was no one behind me. For a minute, I was like, man, I can get used to this.
yeah,
It
it's
was.
kind of cool,
It's kind of
but it's
cool.
also weird
Yeah.
because it's just like home run, and you're like, no one's around me.
The only thing
like,
that the only thing that
like,
sucked was like you had to buy like all the seats that were there. Like like,
oh
oh, there's four
yeah,
seats there. You have to buy all 4 seats. Like, all right, now I got to
yeah,
find two
that
more
was
people to
wild.
go with. Like,
So,
what if they're
oh,
not
so
free? What if they're not
that's
free that day?
that's
You
why you
know.
asked me. You're like, you need to find somebody. Let's just ask. Let's
I
just
mean, it
ask
was that,
around.
or you pay the full price for pay for it price, for
Or
two
what? 6 tickets,
tickets.
huh?
Buy 4 tickets and only use two of them. Like, no,
Oh
man.
yeah, no, no,
It's
no.
So I
But
guess from that perspective, that's what I'm excited for. Like as a fan, like going as a fan. But I
mhm.
think the thing that I'm most excited for really is just to see who's up next, because I feel like especially in the National League, I feel like there's there's guys out there that are ready to just break out and
Oh,
win.
who's the next superstar?
Yeah, like there's a new next superstar. Like I think
Hmm.
that's what I'm most excited to see. Like who's gonna be like, not even that, just the guy who's gonna push for the MVP. Like
Right.
it could be Soto, it could be Acuna, it could be one of those all stars from the Dodgers winning it
Hmm.
again. It's I don't know. It's wide open. Tatis. I mean, I know Tatis will be out for 3 months, but
Yeah. I mean, he
somebody.
was out before, and they were
Yeah,
still playing him in the MVP
yeah,
race. So, I mean, honestly, my NL is wide open. I feel like
yeah.
the thing I'm like excited about is like kind of like finding someone that's going to really kind of dethrone Mike Trout.
Mm,
Because yeah, there's been guys that kind of won it here and there, but for the most part, it's always felt like, oh yeah, Mike Trout could win it. It was kind of like LeBron
yeah.
in the NBA. It was like AL, Mike Trout's got it on lock. With the injuries in the past,
Yeah,
2-3 years, it hasn't really looked that way.
it's more like, oh, you kind of probably only won because Mike Trout didn't play a full season, kind
Yeah,
of thing. Yeah, I
and
get you.
so I want to see, healthy Mike Trout, and I want to see someone that actually is going to beat him. Which I feel like there's a pretty good amount of guys that can get it done.
There's somebody in that clubhouse I feel like that can outshine him a little
Hmm.
bit. I don't know. Um, but yeah,
Hope I'm hoping he has the same season, man.
yeah. Say, I mean, we would all right. I would hope, right. I think that's one thing too. That I think even as Dodger fans, that as baseball fans, we just want to see Mike Trout in October, even
Right?
if it's for one series. Like give us
No,
some taste of Mike Trout in October where he can kind of shine a little bit and like
no, no, no. I need it. I need it to be a championship series, man.
at least to the ALCS.
Yes, at
I
least
mean, we'll
ALCS.
get a little bit into that a little bit later, but I don't think that's happening. But
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll
you
do,
know,
projections and all that stuff.
you know
But
what? Let's start. All right, let's start with our let's go with division champs.
you want to do AL East first?
Yeah, let's start off with the big bad AL East.
That's the one I'm really excited about.
The
Other
AL
than
East is exciting because I
very much
feel
so.
like 4 out of those 5 teams can win this division, and
What's wrong
that
with What's wrong with the Orioles?
who said I was talking about the Orioles?
I'm just looking at the projections right now, and everyone's like 86, 86, 87, 91, 70 for the Orioles.
Who said I wasn't talking about the Yankees?
I just assumed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go
No, I
ahead.
was talking about the Orioles. So, you know.
I know you were, but I would imagine, dude. They just bust the Giants, and they just like win the division.
Right? That would be amazing. But
Uh,
my team from the East, this is the team that I want to win, and I think they're gonna win. I think they did enough moves, and I feel like they're still trying to make moves. And that's
mhm.
the Blue Jays. They didn't make the
Yeah,
playoffs last year. They got that bitter like
it
little.
just missed it,
They just
dude.
missed it, right?
Oh my
One, they just
god.
missed it. One, and they're so young, right?
Hmm.
And they just added guys that they added Jose Barrios late last year, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, they lose Robbie Ray, but then they go and add like more. Who I know they added some pitchers.
Hmm.
Let's look at the Blue Jays roster. But I mean, aside from just pitching, they added Matt Chapman. They added.
Dude, that infield is insane.
I mean, they already had Springer. They added Kevin Gossman, who's coming off a good year with the Giants.
Hmm.
Um, they added Kikuchi from the Mariners.
Yep.
So I mean, and obviously Robbie Ray won Cy Young.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's
Oh,
hard
they
to.
Manoa.
And then Manoa, he's gonna finally get his time. You
Hmm.
know, but looking at that team, with Bichette and Biggio
That infield is
and
stacked, dude.
Chapman, Vladdy,
That whole infield could be basically all stars
yeah, they all could, but
easily.
easily there's a bunch of studs all around that team,
Hmm.
and they're so young. That, like to think that Bichette, Vladdy, they're not even 25 yet, and they're already
Hmm.
making their mark on the MLB.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just feel like they got enough to do it. And then I mean, they're trying to get J Ram. If they pull that off,
I mean,
it's
I
gonna.
would.
I mean, obviously, you still got to play. You still the thing about the baseball and sports is you got to play the season, no matter who you have on
Right.
your team.
I mean, and obviously, injuries and getting
Yeah.
hot at the right moment and all
Yep.
that stuff kind of comes into play.
Yep.
Um, I mean, offensively, we know they're going to be killers. I mean,
Yep.
I think that was the thing that they were offensively, they destroyed people last year too,
Yep.
and the year before that, you saw it kind of coming. Um, the only thing is, I just hope their pitching holds up. I
Yeah.
think, and we're not talking about you don't need to be sub threes. I mean, if you're 3 to 3.5 ERA
Even
as as
3.5
a
to 4.
yeah, as a staff, I think
Yeah, if you're in the mid
you're solid.
like I would say like between 3.5 and 3.75, like
Hmm.
you're sitting kind of pretty, especially
All
in
right.
that division. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's. I mean, the Rays have won back-to-back divisions,
Hmm.
right? The Yankees have kind of been a disappointment, but I mean they're the Yankees, so you can't really count them out. They're always a favorite to make it to the World Series. And then like
Right.
the Red Sox, I felt like even though they've letting go of pretty much that whole team from 2018, minus Bogarts, JD, and Devers. They still have guys there. I mean, they just got Trevor Story.
Hmm.
I don't know how that's gonna work with Bogarts there, but
Put him at third. No, you got Devers.
Devers second base, I guess. Kike's in center.
Yeah.
Dugan. I mean, That's a team to beat.
No, not only that, but those guys they're young too. You still got Duran, you still
Yeah,
got Dahlbeck,
yeah,
you know.
that's a team to be careful for. But definitely, I would say Blue Jays, Rays. I feel like those are the two. But I would love to see the Blue Jays win that division just because they're so young and it'll be fun. They're a fun team to watch. They were a fun team to watch
They
in
are very
2020
really fun to
in
watch.
the 60-game season, and they were fun to watch last year too.
Yeah, definitely.
So
You know what? I want to see the Blue Jays, but I I am gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Rays.
yeah, I think
I think it
just because they have the experience.
yeah, and
Just
I
no,
just the managing,
yeah,
you know,
that
I
too.
think that you know, it works well for a full season, you know. Their bullpen's always crazy, you know, and just the way that he's able to manage games, um, you know, I think they're gonna be up there. It's probably gonna be Blue Jays, Rays, but I wouldn't be surprised if Red Sox and Yankees pull it off as well. You know,
Yeah,
it's a strong division.
that division is it's a tough division.
Yeah. So, do you want to do any overs or unders?
And the division,
Mm-hmm. As far as wins,
what's the Blue Jays
91.
over?
Oh, that's what I thought. I saw 91. I was like, no shot.
They're winning at
So,
least 95 games. What about the
uh,
Rays?
they're 87,
Over.
which I don't think this is actually like the betting lines, but this is just the projections
Yeah,
that are on,
I feel
like,
like three
you
out of
know.
those five teams will have 90 plus wins.
I actually think that
Who's
one or two of
projected to
them
win that
could,
division?
the Blue Jays. I could see, I could see, another like Red Sox Yankees type thing where like they both got to 100 wins,
Hmm.
you know.
Or like that
Um,
one year when it had was it the Cubs? Cubs. There was like there was I remember there was one year where there was like three teams in the same division with like 100 wins,
mhm.
and I think they're all from the Central. I think it was like the Cubs, the Cardinals. I forgot what it was.
But yeah, we'll see. I like the Blue Jays too, but Rays always seem to pull it off somehow. You know, I don't know what's in the water, but they get it done.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
Uh,
But
AL Central,
the AL Central,
which is probably one of the weakest ones, I would
it
say.
really is. I mean, I think the safe bet here is the White Sox. The safe
Yeah,
pick is the White Sox. But I mean, the Twins, I felt like had an off year, and then they go and
but they got rid of a lot of people
yeah,
too.
but they also added some guys. They got Gary Sanchez now. They have Carlos Correa now. They got guys that can help them. I mean, that division's weak.
Yeah,
You beat up on the bottom half of that division. Like, I don't think the Guardians are gonna do much. I don't think the Royals are gonna do much. The Tigers made some moves. They got Baez. Um, I know they made a trade today. Actually, they got Austin Meadows from the Rays.
oh yeah, I saw that. That was awesome.
So
That's actually a pretty good pickup right there.
yeah, but I just think the White Sox are just gonna run. They'll win that division by 10 games.
Yeah, that's what they're projected. 94 wins. And then the next best is going to be the Tigers, Royals, 81, 81, Twins, 77. And then we got the Cleveland Guardians at 67.
We still want to know who's guarding it when they leave.
The Cleveland Gatekeepers.
The Cleveland Gatekeepers.
Hmm.
Over under 94 wins, White Sox, and I would say they do get over that, but I don't know.
See, yeah, that's the tough one for me.
So I feel like everyone else, like I mean, the division is weak, but I feel like everyone else in the American League got better in a way. You know, I mean, the AL East is tough. AL West, I mean,
I mean, their rotation is still really good,
yeah,
you know. So I mean, and then they're in the weak division, which most of their games are in the possibly against sub
subpar
500
teams.
clubs, you know.
Yeah,
Um, so I could see them getting to 94 wins.
I can see it.
The but yet again, I think the biggest thing, and it's been like this for the past 2 to 3 years, you would say, that when they play the higher competition, teams above the 500 mark, they don't perform well.
Yeah, did
You
they get
know,
swept?
so
They get swept last year in the
by
playoffs
who? I think so.
by the Astros, I believe. I don't remember.
Yeah. But I mean that's been the story for them for a while, and maybe it's because they are in the division that they're in, and they get they don't play to the level of their competition sometimes, and so hopefully they could change that and they could start getting some solid wins against some solid teams. But I mean that division, White Sox are gonna take it for sure, unless something crazy happens.
Yeah, definitely watch out for the Twins.
Yeah, Twins always. That's another team that always kind of finds a way,
Yeah,
but I don't know. They're projected to be fourth in that division.
surprising.
Yeah. So,
And then the AL West.
same type of.
I don't know. I feel like this AL West is like I keep talking to people and everyone keeps saying the Astros. You know, but I don't think it's gonna be the Astros. Like I mean, yeah, they still have Bregman, they still have Altuve, they still have Alvarez, and now they have Kyle Tucker. But something about that Mariners team is telling me that they're gonna shock the world and win the division. That team is quite
I'm
nuts.
just. I'm excited for them, man.
I'm not saying they're loaded, but they're not.
That's just.
They. I feel like they.
You know what it is. You know what I feel like their vibe is. I feel like they're kind of look like the Athletics, where they're like, there's not a lot of big names,
But there
but they
is.
could ball, man.
But there is like I mean you look at the rotation and it's not like a pretty rotation. They got Robbie Ray
Mm-mm.
leading it. Then they have like young guys like Logan Gilbert
I'll be
and
ready, baby.
Marcos Gonzalez and um, I don't know who else is going to be starting for them, but like I'm looking at some of the names they got. Like they got Diego Castillo.
Hmm.
He can throw. Um,
Yeah, I hope so.
uh, Sergio Romo's not the greatest, but I mean he's gonna eat up some innings. Same
I mean, he's
thing.
he's still a solid arm, dude, and
He's
say what you want, but he's still filthy, dude.
yeah.
His two seaman slider is
Yep.
still, I mean, one of the best combos in
Yep.
the MLB still.
And then they
So,
have Ken Giles,
hmm.
and then they got Drew Steckenrider. Like there's some arms. There's some arms in that bullpen that can if they're up after the fifth inning, like they got guys that can carry them to W's in the night, in close games. And then like you
Right.
just look at the team, like I mean Tom Murphy's not a big name, but if you watch baseball, the guy can play. He's good.
Yeah.
And the same thing with that infield. You have, I mean, they went and made trades. They got
Hmm.
signed guys. They made trades. They got J.P. Crawford at short, who won a
Right.
Gold Glove already, so he's a solid
Hmm.
infielder. If he starts swinging the bat, that's a plus. They signed Adam Frazier, who was an All
Right.
Star last
And they
year,
got Suarez too.
and they got Suarez, who was good, and then they got a young guy in Evan White at first base, who like, if
Hmm.
he figures it out, like, oh shit, like,
And then outfield
and
stacked
the outfield stack with Kyle Lewis and Jesse Winker now,
and
Jared
Henniger.
Kelenic, and then Mitch Haniger, and then they just called up their top prospect in Julio
Hmm.
Rodriguez.
So, but that's what I mean when like it's not like big names. If you don't follow baseball,
No, you're gonna be like
people
who?
say Mitch Haniger. People say even Jesse Winker a little bit. You
Yeah,
know, he was with what the Reds,
yeah,
and you know he barely started kind of making some noise what the past couple of years as far as being
yeah,
an offensive threat. You know, and
definitely.
then Kyle Lewis, same thing. Like I don't think people really talk about him too much. I mean, they're really, really young. J.P. Crawford, again, you know, Gold Glove, but offensively, not entirely the best
Yeah,
shortstop. Um, you know, so not a lot of big names. Even Suarez, you
yeah.
know, he's not a really big name when you think about third basemen are concerned and everything
No,
like
but I
that.
mean he can hit the ball.
Yeah, I know he could hit. You know, he had an
Off,
off season last
yeah,
year, but I mean, if you look at his career as a whole, consistent
yeah,
hitter.
for the most part,
Um,
yeah.
I think their biggest name is probably what Todd Frazier,
Adam
and you
Frazier,
know,
yeah,
or Adam Frazier, sorry.
yeah,
And you know, that's
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
So,
Definitely, I get you. But I mean, I don't know. I
but as
just
I think
ours.
they're gonna make a run.
Yeah, the Astros are young. I mean, not young. The Astros are like kind of like I feel like you know who's their shortstop now? One, and then like the outfield, like I don't know. I just feel like I mean their pitching is all right. You know, I mean they had a
Hmm.
decent starting pitching last year, but like
Right.
how long is that going to carry you if you're not scoring runs? I don't know.
I mean, their staff is young, and then you got
Yeah,
Verlander coming off the John surgery. You know, so you don't know how he's gonna do.
yeah,
He's gonna be limited in his, you
and he's
know,
older.
innings. Yeah, you know. Um, I honestly think, uh, you know, they ain't got the Angels and Rangers.
Yeah,
You know,
they're big moves. Rangers made
yeah,
some big moves.
Rangers. Surprisingly, I
You know,
think,
with Simeon and Seager, and you know, and then the
yeah,
Angels are just like we always say, like they're like a few pitches away every year. It seems like we've been saying for the
yeah,
last like 7, 8 years that they're just a couple pitchers away, and they went and
hmm,
got Syndergaard, and they got some good arms in the bullpen.
right.
So
I
it's
mean, if they could stay healthy, I mean, that 1-2 punch with Otani and Syndergaard,
oh, that's nasty right there.
that's up there.
Yeah,
You know,
and
with
then
one of the best
if
right
Trout
there.
can stay healthy and that lineup,
Hmm.
Rendon finally
Rendon.
starts hitting again like he was in
Hmm.
Washington, like that's
And you
a
got
team.
Walsh too. I
Walsh,
mean,
Jared Walsh. That lineup is stacked.
yeah, you know,
I
it's
wanted the Angels to get Trevor Story just, but
yeah, that would have been
like
nice.
that was like a player they needed.
Yeah,
You
that would
know,
have rounded off
like
their
not like the
infield.
years before. Like they didn't need Pujols when they got
Hmm.
him. They didn't need Josh Hamilton when they got him. They didn't need Rendon when they signed him. It was
Nope.
kind of just like big free agent. Let's get him. But like
Yeah.
Trevor Story was like someone like, oh, we need a shortstop. Let's get this. This like, and it's like one of those guys like he's gonna be your shortstop for the next 5 to 7 years. And you don't have to worry
Hmm.
about that position. Like if you got somebody young to develop, or you can draft somebody, like that's the guy
Hmm.
you want. So that way you
I
can do that. But
I don't know, man. I feel like the Angels panic a lot.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
I feel like they.
especially you're in Southern California and you have the LA title next to your name. You
Hmm.
know, like you see what the Dodgers are doing, and you're like, all right, we got to get like a big name, like
Not only
because
that, but it's like you said, like we've been waiting for Mike Trout to be able to
mm-hmm.
make the playoffs for how many years now,
Yeah,
and they still haven't been able to get it done. And it seems like, you know, move after move after move, they're just not getting it done. You
yeah,
know, and I think the fans, and I think also some of the people in the front office, is kind of getting looked at, and some I think with some of their moves they kind of panicked, you know.
yeah.
Even with the Noah Syndergaard, like yeah, I mean, can he be what you know
What it used to
uh
be.
what he used to be, right? But yeah, again, like even then, like I think you know the talk was a lot more than what he actually was as well.
Yeah,
You know, big name, like he showed what he could have done, but he just has not been able to stay healthy. You know, and so when I look at it with that move, I feel like they're just kind of buying a name and not really looking out. Like there's probably a lot of better pitchers that they could have got. You know that. maybe would have made like a splat as big of a splash for the fans or look as good on paper, but it probably would have gotten, been able to get one or two solid starters than just gain one Noah Syndergaard, you
Yeah,
know.
I mean, I feel like they could have got
But that's just me.
I feel like with behind Otani, you could have got Syndergaard, you could have got
Hmm.
Stroman, you could have,
Hmm.
you could have got some guys that are like they're not big names, but they're gonna eat up innings. They're gonna get you. They're gonna put you in a position to win,
Hmm.
day in and day out. Like you didn't need that elite guy. Like obviously, I know they went after Garrett Cole, but like,
Right.
but like, you just need those guys that are just gonna eat up the innings and like,
Hmm.
their ERAs are gonna be in the high threes or low fours, but like every time they're pitching, like they're giving you a chance to win, especially with the
Right.
lineup that you have. You know, the I don't know. I feel like the safe pick for everyone to make for that division is the Astros, just because the experience. They just come off the world's losing in the World Series, even though they lost Correa. Like, but I don't know. It's kind of tough. Tough now that everyone is. I mean, the Angels are gonna hopefully if they stay healthy.
Hmm.
The Rangers are a lot better team than they were last year.
I think Mariners are a
The
lot better team that people are
Mariners,
actually giving them credit
yeah,
for
because I mean, last year nobody even expected the Mariners to even make a
to get
push,
close.
and they
Yeah.
were a couple games away from making
And
the
they've gotten
playoffs,
better.
and they've gotten better since then. So it's kind of like, like are they gonna make the move too? So
Mhm.
it's kind
And
of like
then
I feel
obviously,
like I just don't. I don't know if it'll be the Mariners, but I feel like there might be a new like the Ash. There's gonna be someone that takes out that's gonna win that division. That's not the Astros.
yeah, I mean, hopefully, I mean, they're what 11 game favorites.
Yeah, yeah. I
They're
don't.
projected to get 91, and then Angels, Rangers 80, Mariners surprisingly only 72, and then you
Wow.
have the Athletics at 64.
Send me to
You know,
Vegas right
so
now so I can put my money on the Mariners to win 90 games.
I don't think they're
Shoot,
people are giving them credit.
I know that team is good.
Like I said,
It,
but like I said, it's for whatever reason it's the Mariners and I don't think people really pay attention to how good some of those players actually are, or better yet, how what they could actually be.
yeah,
You know, I mean, you look at the outfield, that could probably be one of the best outfields in MLB this year, easily. If they play at the, how people think they could play at.
yep,
You know,
I agree.
and then infield as well, you got some solid pieces there. The biggest thing is just gonna be the pitching, but. Um, I think I'm gonna go with. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go with either Angels or Rangers, and I'm pushing more. I'm pushing more Angels. I just want the Angels to do
That would be
something, man.
fun. It would
I
be
just want the
fun,
Angels to
man.
do something,
It
dude.
would be fun.
You know. So I'm gonna say Angels. I'm gonna say Astros. Um, get debunked this year. Get taken off their throne, and the Angels are going to be the team to do it.
All right, move forward a little bit. The NL East. Who you got?
This one's hard.
You
This
know,
one's
if you would have asked me last week, if we would have recorded this episode last week like we were supposed to, I would
yeah.
have said the Mets. But now with Degrom and a shoulder,
Hmm.
and Max Scherzer coming with a little hammy injury, it's kind of like, all right, are the Mets gonna be the Mets now? Like, are they saying the Mets gonna Met?
Yeah.
Are these injuries gonna start biting them in the butt?
I mean that's exactly how like it was when they had Harvey, Syndergaard, Degrom. Like it had like
And what was that lefty? Steve
yeah,
Matz.
they had a solid starting rotation, and then but like offensively they just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and now they
And
have the offense with Lindor,
do they though? Because I mean,
Marte.
last year they didn't do it.
Yeah,
You know,
Lindor had an
so
off year. Hopefully
yeah,
my boy has a good year this year. But I think it's gonna be the Braves. They got the
yeah,
starting pitching. They're young. They're getting what's his face back finally. Is it Soraka?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming back this year. I mean, Acuna is going to be back. They didn't have him for
Hmm.
the second half of the season.
They
He's
got
still. They
Olsen.
got
You know.
Olsen now. I mean, Marcelo Zuna's, I think, gonna play for the most part.
Yeah,
Even if
they're. I mean, oh, then they picked up Jansen, and still got Minter and Mazchek
and
and
Will
Will Smith.
Smith, not the
So
not Dodgers catcher Will Smith or that guy that slapped Chris Rock, but the
yeah,
left-handed pitcher Will Smith.
yeah.
So
There's a lot of Will Smiths, man.
hey, it's a common name, I guess, huh?
We should also have them fight to the death too.
All three of them,
I think there's more than that,
all the
but
Will
yeah, sure.
Smiths in the world. I mean, hopefully our Will Smith, the Dodger Will Smith, survives. Kind of need him, you know.
I think you can take him.
I mean, it's tough, but yeah, I think this I feel like this division is like when you look at it on paper, it's like kind of screams AL East at you, and then when it actually comes down to it, like the Nationals end up disappointing you, and the Phillies end up disappointing you, and then
People are giving the Nationals no chance.
no shit, yeah, I wouldn't either. But I mean, like the Phillies, like Bryce Harper, Romuto, Reese Hoskins, Castellanos,
Nola.
and they just picked up another big name. Um, I saw a picture of them all walking together. It was five guys. They were all hitters. It was Romuto, Harper, Castellanos, Hoskins, and who was the guy? Dude, I just saw it. Is it on this one?
I know there's someone else. I don't know who.
Let's see. I'm gonna look it up right now. Phillies, I'm put big five. Let's see if that.
Uh, um. Oh, you already said Real Muto, huh?
Yeah,
Damn it. No.
not DD either.
I forgot they have Didi. He's always hurt, man.
Yeah, him too. Dude, they just got somebody. What? Who am I thinking of? I'm gonna look at the Phillies roster. Why am I trying to look for the picture when I can just look up the Phillies roster? Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber.
Oh yeah.
Kyle Schwarber was the guy, and then they got Alec Bohm. There's some guys in there. If you don't know who Alec
That's a
Bohm
sick
is,
name.
he's a top prospect. If they can stay healthy, Zach Wheeler had a good year last year.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of like the Phillies for that.
The Phillies are a team to be, kind of to look out for, but I don't know. I just Phillies, Braves, Mets. I think those are the three teams right there. What does your projection say?
Braves 92, Mets 87, Phillies 86, Marlins dropped down to 80, and then no one's giving the Nationals a chance at 73. That's the
Yeah,
first time I
that's kind of
think
how I
I
see
know.
that race being kind of tight. I kind of agree with that. The
Yeah,
Braves.
I see the Mets and Phillies up towards 90. I can see the Braves around 92. I think it's going to go down to the last couple of weeks where they're all fighting to get to that. I think I'm gonna say the magic number is going to be
The first,
94.
the first team to 90 wins that division.
No, I'm gonna say the magic number is gonna be 94. I think they're all gonna be like I think it's gonna be like 90, 92, 94, like 93. Like someone's gonna be at
I'm
93.
gonna say whoever wins the 90 games first wins that division, and I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be the Braves if they
I'm
can
gonna
stay
say
healthy.
I'm gonna say Phillies. I'm gonna rock with Phillies.
I feel like Phillies will come in second, especially with Degrom not knowing when he's gonna come be back.
Hmm.
You know,
I'm right. I'm rocking with the Phillies. Um, I feel like Chase Utley is gonna come back and he's gonna give them some Utley magic. Um, you know,
Jimmy Rollins too, or what the fuck?
Ju- yeah, they're all gonna
Ryan
come back.
Howard. Who
Yeah.
else was on? Shane Victorino. Oh, I hated Shane Victorino when he was on the
I hate,
Dodgers.
yeah, I hated Shane
And then when he
flying
came to the
Hawaiian.
Dodgers, I was just like, dude, like I still don't like you. Like I don't know
Well,
why.
that was for different reasons because
Yeah.
he didn't perform the way.
Uh,
That was a bad move. That was the same.
yeah.
That and the Crawford was a
Yeah.
bad move too. But
I
I
love
mean, we
Carl
got eight.
Crawford though. I love Carl
Yeah,
Crawford. He did
but
his thing.
yeah, but I mean, we got Aegon for that deal too. So
Yeah.
it was a package deal. So I do it again.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, that's a tough division too. And I feel like this next division is a tough division to choose from too. But just because
Central.
the Central, because I mean the Reds, I feel like no shot. Pirates, they're young, but I still don't think they have a shot.
They got the young left side right there, huh? They got Abrams
Oh, they did get
and
Abrams and Jonathan India.
mhm.
That mid.
Well, no, and um was it Hayes?
Oh, you're talking about the Pirates. I'm thinking about the
Yeah,
Reds. My fault.
no,
No,
Pirates.
Pirates. Yeah, Abrams
Abr
and
and
Brian
Hayes.
Hayes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun to
So,
watch.
oh, bro, give him like 2, 3 years. Oh, boy. Hopefully they keep him.
Hopefully they can
Because
keep both those guys there, huh?
that'll be fun. And I mean, they got Reynolds too.
Yeah,
Like,
they got a nice little
so
team.
you know,
If they're not in the race, I feel like Reynolds is gonna get traded somewhere
yeah,
in the by a
All
big
Star. It's gonna be All Star,
like a big All
All
Star
Star
trade.
trade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that always happens,
I think
man.
I want to
Um,
say the Cardinals will win that division.
I don't know, man.
It's tough. The Brewers are good.
The Brewers are good, and the whole thing is, I mean,
I think the thing with the Brewers is can their pitching replicate what they did last year?
right, that,
Because that's
but
what
I think
carried them. I feel the pitching carried
right,
them.
but also because Yelich wasn't playing how Yelich could play,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. And is
and that
Yelich?
was huge.
What
That
Yelich
was
are
a
you getting? Are
huge,
you getting MVP Yelich, or are you getting this kind of mediocre Yelich we've got in the last 2 years? You know,
yeah, you know, um, which is kind of funny because Yelich and Bellinger kind of
the
kind
same,
of two of the
one.
same,
They're
you
kind of in the
know.
same boat. Yeah,
And they were both fighting for MVP. They were both,
yeah.
I still go back to Yelich hitting the ball off of his knee. Hasn't been the same after that.
Mm,
My boy was hot, and then the
yeah.
knee shot happened, and then after that, hasn't been the same.
He has not.
You know,
I agree. I don't know. I think it's between the Cardinals and the Brewers.
for sure. I don't think the Cubs are gonna do anything.
Yeah,
Reds.
I feel like
I mean,
I feel like the Cubs is that sneaky team. You know,
mhm.
like I don't expect them to make the playoffs or win the division, but like if they get hot at the right time, like
Yeah,
they
but
can
that's
win.
baseball, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Anybody
yeah.
can make
But I
a
feel like
run, man. You know.
they're that team. You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna be playing like a little bit above 500, but they're not gonna be
Mhm.
good. They're not gonna play good enough to make the playoffs.
No, for sure.
So but definitely Cardinals Brewers. I would say one of those two teams, but
I'm
I'm leaning more towards the Cardinals.
I'm gonna say Brewers. I'm leaning more towards Brewers. I
Yeah,
think their pitching is I think maybe not replicate it because I mean their pitching
that was
was
phenomenal. That
outstanding
was
last
phenomenal,
year,
dude.
but I think if they get anywhere close to that, um
It's tough to
and
replicate.
I feel yeah, it's you're not gonna be able to do it, but I mean if you get close to it,
Even the pressure
I'm saying
of
I'm
trying to
saying
replicate that is tough.
I'm saying point 0.5 ERA higher.
Yeah,
If they're around there, if they're inside that, then
they'll be in good shape.
they'll be in good
But I just
shape.
also feel like the Cardinals didn't have a good year last year.
That's
Like
true, but I mean, they're
I don't know.
they're getting. For me, I
And
feel
then
like they're getting older,
They had that big winning streak at the end that kind of
right?
rolled
And
them into the playoffs. And I feel like that was the team that we were waiting for all season. So I feel
I
like
feel like they're getting older though too.
yeah, that's who you have Goldschmidt,
You
Arenado,
know.
but I mean they still have some young guys in there.
Mhm.
They have was it Chase DeJong,
Oh yeah,
and then they got Tommy Edman. They got some gamers. I mean even Yachty. I mean
yeah.
as old as he is, he can fucking call a game, dude. I think
Yeah,
that's
he
the difference.
can.
That's the difference, you know. I mean,
Well, we'll figure out if I mean Flaherty still has a shoulder problem
yeah. So
too.
that'll
So
play a
I
factor.
mean, if he's missing, then that's going to take a lot because then you just have what Steven Matz and Adam Wainwright.
Yeah,
You
we'll
know,
see.
it's that's tough.
Yeah, it's
You know,
great. It's tough sledding for sure. And then our last division. Do we even have to say? Do you have anybody else that's not winning that division?
um,
Should we more say like who's the bigger threat and the biggest threat to
yeah, I got the Diamondbacks, man.
not Chris Bryant and the Rockies?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
uh, obviously,
it
you
sounds
know,
like a that sounds a bad boy band.
Bryant,
Chris Bryant, the Rockies.
KB and the Rockies. You know, I mean, I think the Dodgers are the favorite to win the
Yeah,
division, the National League, the World
I don't know.
Series. I mean,
It
obviously,
is
you got
a
to play. I just
it is a even year.
It is an even year. Fuck the Giants. I mean, is this our even year decade? One in 2020.
It could be. Who knows? But I don't know. So I obviously have got Dodgers. They're projected 98. I'm gonna say they're gonna get to 100 again. Um, then I don't see the Giants replicating it.
I don't either.
I think they definitely played above, like way above
Oh wait,
what people thought.
I don't
Like,
think they can do that again. They lost Posey,
yeah,
and I don't think the rest
they're
of those guys are gonna do what they did. You know, I don't know. I mean, it would be fun
yeah.
just for
It would be
the
awesome,
Padres, but
you know. Because I loved it.
yeah,
That took me back to the old Giants
mm-hmm.
Dodgers, this kind of rivalry.
Yeah,
Because it wasn't there for the past few years.
yeah, and
Um,
and I don't see like the Padres. I mean,
After last year, they don't scare me, man.
yeah, the Padres without even those first 3 months without having Tatis, like I feel like that's gonna put
Mhm.
them in a hole in the division where they can't kind of scratch back and win it, you know? Because
That that and
they didn't play too good without him in the
mhm.
years past, and I feel like even with him, like with that injury that he had, a shoulder injury, like that kind of derailed them too, you know? So
I think it's really going to depend on how everyone kind of comes back. Obviously, you got Mike Clevenger coming back from his
yeah,
injury, and
Blake
if
Snell
he
gonna have a bounce back.
right, it's for me, it's their pitching staff because they have a pitch.
They have the
They have
names.
they have the staff to be able to be you know top five pitching staff in the MLB.
Yeah,
It's just whether they're going to show up or not.
yeah,
And then obviously, um, they got the firepower to, for the most part, I would say, to put up some runs. So, it's just going to be if the pitching staff could give them the support.
yeah. I agree. The Pods, huh? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's the Dodgers all the way.
Yeah, Dodgers. The only. Yeah, I just don't. I mean, it's baseball. Anything can happen. Obviously, from last
Yeah,
year, the Giants came out of nowhere. But I think everyone's looking at the Dodgers, and they're the team to beat right now. So,
yeah,
um, you want to do World Series predictions?
yeah. Let's get them all out of here. Huh?
Okay.
Baseball World Series champs. Oh, let's go. Who's gonna play, and then who's gonna win?
Oh, so you want NL, AL,
Yeah,
and then who's gonna win?
yeah.
Ooh. It's a tough one.
I go first.
Okay.
I got in the American League. I think it is the year
I
of
know where you're going with it.
It is going to be the Yankees. They'll find their way in that wild card in that one of those seeds, and find their way out and finally make it to the World Series to bring back the old days of
Dodgers,
Dodgers
Yankees.
and Yankees. Finally,
I've been waiting for that for a while now.
and the Dodgers will win the World Series in 5 games.
It's interesting.
That is my
That's
prediction.
funny. That's funny. Because my prediction, um, is coming from that same division.
The Baby Jays?
Baby Jays,
The
baby.
Baby Jays. I fucking
The
love this.
Baby Jays. Um, yeah, baby. I don't
When will the
know.
Baby Jays not become Baby Jays no more?
Which is crazy because
Like when do we just
they
not refer to
this
them as
year,
the Baby
this
Jays?
year,
This year?
this year,
I hope
this
so.
year,
I fucking love the Baby. But
this
I just
year.
I love calling them the Baby Jays.
The Baby Jays. It's so
It's
smooth, bro.
smooth.
It just comes out so the Baby Jays. I think we can always call them that,
Yeah.
but you know, which is crazy because they are projected second after the Dodgers.
That's awesome. I
Dodgers
didn't know
nine
that.
point 9.3%. The Blue Jays 8.7.
Wow.
And then the Giants 8.4. The White Sox with
Giants, you said?
8.4.
Golly. They really think Logan Webb's going to carry that team, man?
Yeah. White Sox 7.7. Rays, Astros, Braves, Mets, Cardinals, Red Sox, Yankees. But the
Wow.
Baby Jays shocked the world, baby.
Baby Jays, dude. That'd be fun.
That
Also,
would be wild. I would love that.
yeah.
They're so fun to watch.
And
Um,
National League?
oh, Dodgers. Come on, man.
Do you think we get round 3 of Dodgers Braves and then LCS?
After you know what?
How great would it feel for
It's
Freddie
what
Freeman to one beat the Braves, but two win NLCS MVP
and win back-to-back World Series.
and win back-to-back World Series?
You know what? I blame myself because when we were talking about the Dodgers in the playoffs, the one team I was like, I'm not worried about the Braves. Sure enough, they won the World Series. So there you go. Well, I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say I'm not worried about anybody. When it comes to playoffs, I'm just gonna. I feel like the Dodgers are gonna do their thing.
All right,
Um,
so
that's it.
Dodgers over the Blue Jays.
Sure.
Who's your dark horse team to win the World Series?
Ooh, that's a tougher question.
Mine are the Mariners.
I was thinking Mariners too, but all right. So what do you consider a dark horse?
Like
Like
a
what's
team
the
that you don't even like really like.
yeah? What
Like
what percentage though? Like do you have to be like sub 5% or sub what?
I would say
Sub
like
three?
sub 3.
Sub three?
What's
Okay.
Mariners percent? Like 0.2.
0.2%.
Swear to God, I got it right. Oh
0.2.
dang.
Yeah.
0.2% Mariners. Lock it in. First time making the World Series ever.
I
Don't
got mine. I got mine.
don't you dare say it.
Who do you think?
For some reason, I think you're gonna say the Royals for some reason.
No. That's a good guess though.
Who else would you
Just
say? The Cubs?
no. Last guess. Last guess.
Last get National League or American League?
American League.
Alright, because I was about to say the Marlins, but then
That would have been a good one too.
the Rangers?
Oof, so close. I'm going with the Angels.
Angels. Ah, yeah, I can see that. What's their percent?
1.6.
Hmm.
Rangers are 1.4.
Hmm.
But I don't know, man. I want the Angels to, I feel like
That'd
they
be
can get
fun.
it done,
Be
dude.
fun to for the Dodgers to beat up on the Angels, huh?
Like what the free, like, we could go to every game basically if we
Every
really wanted
every game.
to. Yeah, that's the only chance, you know?
Let's do it.
But yeah, I mean, if it happens, I feel like they got no choice, you know?
Wow.
I mean, that the chances of that happening in our lifetime again, Freeway World Series,
Wow.
you know?
Yeah. All
It's
right.
been 20 years since the Angels got back to the World Series, dude.
Oh yeah.
You
20 years
know?
to the day, huh? 20 years.
Yeah,
20 years to the year. I mean,
yeah, to the day.
to not to the day, but to the year.
Um,
The Angels dark horse. Well, let's go real quick.
on MVPs.
Yeah, MVP, Cy Young, Rookie of the Year. Well, not I don't know about Rookie of the Year because I don't really know who's gonna be coming in as a rookie. So,
Rookie
MVP,
of the Year is hard.
Cy Young. What other big awards are there? Yeah, just let's go MVP and Cy Young.
Yeah, I mean, we could
Both
do like
sides.
gold. Well, I don't want to do gold
That's too
gloves
many.
or
Too many.
and
I
offensive
think
player of the
just
year and all that. Just those
MVP,
two.
MVP and Cy Young. I think those are the two
MVP and
big
Cy
ones. Besides
Young.
Rookie of the Year, I feel like we'll give our Rookie of the Years about mid-season ish. Once the season kind of kicks off and we know
Yeah.
who the rookies are coming in.
Mhm.
MVP for the American League is I'm going with Vladdy. I said he was going to win it last year, and he came
It's
in second.
close.
And I feel like this year he's just going to blow it out the water. And his team, and if they win their division and he's carrying the load with 50 plus home runs, I'm gonna say
God
Vladdy.
damn.
I'm gonna say Vladdy in the American League. National League, I want to say Juan Soto, but I don't. I feel like being on that team, like, and they play bad, like, and he doesn't have that Mike Trout factor to him,
That's gonna be tough, man.
you know. But then I would have said Acuna if he was playing the full. I mean, he's gonna come back late April, man. You know what? Fuck it. Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts gonna fucking win MVP
Interesting.
just because. Just because I feel like seeing a Dodger win MVP.
I'm going. This might be a little. I don't know if you're gonna agree with this one, but AL. I'm going with Rafael Devers.
I could see that. I think he's gonna have a good year.
He had a good year last, and
Yeah,
he's been just making strides.
yeah.
You know,
I
I
can
feel
actually see that.
like this might be his year that he just
Yeah,
goes crazy.
yeah. I
You
can
know,
definitely see that. I can
boy's
definitely
got
see Devers winning
monster
it.
power, man,
Yeah,
monster power, and he has a pretty good and he has some solid protection. You know, you got Bogarts, you still got JD. You
yeah. You
know,
got Trevor Story.
you got Trevor Story, so he's gonna get some help. You know, they're gonna have to pitch to him a little bit more. You know, the um.
Damn, Devers. That's a good one.
So
I feel
I
like
think Devers.
that would definitely be my. I would definitely choose him as my dark horse to win MVP. Like if I went to Vegas and seen the odds on that,
Yeah,
I would put some money on that.
that's actually we should look that up and see what the odds are for MVP.
Yeah, I would put some money on Devers to win it. Like if it's like
Yeah.
the odds are crazy like that.
Oh shit.
What is it? Is he the favorite?
Imagine. He's actually uh one, two, three, four. He's number five,
What are his odds?
plus 2,000.
Oh, yeah,
So Shohei, of
I
course,
bet 10
and
bucks
then
on
it's
that.
Mike.
200.
Then it's Mike Trout. Then it's Vladdy. Aaron Judge for whatever reason. Rafael Devers,
Aaron Judge, can he stay healthy?
Wander Franco,
Ooh,
Luis Roberts, Jose Ramirez, Corey Seager, Bo Bichette, Jordan, Brandon Lowe, Jose Altuve,
what
Buxton,
about
and
National League?
Carlos Correa. Yeah, you're about right. Um, my National League.
No, what about the odds for National League?
I haven't done my National League. I'll tell you the odds.
Okay, sorry.
It's all right. It's okay. Um,
Who do you got? Is it the man?
this one's tough, dude.
I
This
feel
one's
like
real tough.
there's too many guys that are not like. There's not like that. There's a lot of guys that can go crazy.
There are. And not only that, but then like the injuries too. Like if Acuna had a full season, then
Acuna,
I
I would
would
have
I would
definitely chose Acuna.
Acuna.
Yeah,
Same thing with Tatis. If he wasn't missing time, then same thing. Because um,
but I feel like it's
that
like that
time
every year
is
in the National League. Like you don't know who it's gonna be.
um man, I'm gonna go with Acuna. I feel like that it's not enough time for him to like. He's not missing too much.
Yeah,
What, he's missed like 2, 3 weeks.
something like that. They said he's gonna come back
So
in a DH role before he goes full time outfield.
perfect, fine.
Yeah,
Because I feel like they don't really look at defensive stuff.
mm-mm. We're just looking at
It's
the
mostly
offensive end.
offensive. Yeah,
The defense is just a plus.
yeah. Um, but yeah. So odds. Juan Soto's obviously up top, plus 275. And then there's a fairly big drop. Acuna's plus 700. Bryce Harper, which is crazy. If he goes back to back, that'd be insane. Plus 900. Mookie Betts, plus 900. Fernando Tatis, 1,000. Freddie Freeman, 1,200. Trey Turner, 1,300. And then DeGrom is up there with plus 200, which I think that's going to have to change because I mean he's missing some time. Um, and then there's Yelich, Lindor, Austin Riley, which is a crazy one. Um, Nolan Arenado, and then Matt Olson.
Austin Riley, huh? Interesting. Hmm.
But
Acuna.
yeah, I mean Juan Soto, I don't know. Acuna, I mean, I it depends on how healthy he is when he comes back, and if he doesn't have any mishaps or anything like that.
Yeah,
Bryce Harper, it's just so hard to go back to back,
yeah,
you
very hard.
know. Um,
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, he's got more
Mookie, he's
protection now.
yeah, Mookie's gonna be healthy this year, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
And then Tatis, but he's missing a lot of games, so
yeah.
it's gonna be tough for him. Cy Young's baby,
Cy Young,
what you got for me?
American League. My American League Cy Young Award winner. I think it's not gonna be you again, Robert. Sorry, Robbie Ray. I don't think it's gonna be
Okay,
you.
all right.
I think it's going to be that right-handed man from those Chicago White Sox, Lucas Giolito. I think
Wow,
it's gonna be Giolito.
wow.
I feel like this is the year that he kind of just like he's showing ace like stuff, and I feel like this is the year he kind of like puts it all together. And the
Mhm.
National League, I'm looking at these odds here. I don't think Scherzer will win it. Corbin Burns. There's something about him that I feel like he might not replicate what he did last year. Same thing with Wheeler and Woodruff and DeGrom. I don't know how long he's going to be out. So I feel like it might be like somebody like surprising, like somebody new. And I don't want to say this guy because I don't want to go double Dodger.
Say it.
But you know what? I'm gonna do it because I feel like this is the year for him, and it's gonna be Walker, fucking Bueller. I feel like it's gonna be him. Like I just feel like those guys that are up there, like it's either gonna be Bueller, or it's gonna be somebody that just came out of nowhere, like somebody that we don't expect to win.
Like Robbie Ray.
Yeah, like one of those years. Yeah.
All right. And who did you say for AL?
Lucas Giolito. I felt like he's going to pitch most of his games against that AL Central, and he's just going to dominate.
Oof. My boy has 1,100 plus odds.
I'm telling you, I'm about to go.
Go take some money, bro.
I'm gonna go put Bueller, Devers, and Giolito on a parlay.
Devers,
huh?
Are you taking Devers?
Just for 15 games, that pays 2,000 is a lot of money. What do you mean?
No, 2 plus 200 is 2,000. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Don't take my I forgot to. The picks that we choose, those are the bets. I forgot to tell you.
Oh shit. We're taking that drive to Vegas right now. Is that what you're telling me right now? The 4-hour drive.
Okay, so AL. Damn, AL's hard, man. You know, well, NL's going to be hard too because, like, you know, DeGrom's not going to be healthy. So if it was DeGrom was healthy, then it'd be automatically DeGrom. I feel like, but
who you got, Robbie? Spill the tea, sis. Spill the motherfucking tea.
I just saw a name right now.
Can I try to guess it?
I just saw a name. And do you want it? Like, do you want me to give you my little hint?
I'm gonna say Jose Barrios.
Oh,
damn it! Hey, look at this guy, Drew Rasmussen, plus 8,000 odds to win the Cy Young.
That's wild.
I drafted him yesterday in my fantasy.
I know I just saw his name and it felt good to me. It felt right. And I don't know if he's gonna be able to get back to what he used to be. But
is it Chris? It's Chris, huh?
How did you know?
I just felt it. I just felt it on my soul. It was either Chris or Verlander, but I don't think it was gonna be Verlander.
No, it's Chris.
Chris.
Mr. Sell.
Wow.
You know?
He's one of those guys I hope comes back to his normal form because he just got hurt and he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. He just can't stay healthy.
I haven't really heard anything. I heard if he's healthy or not, but I mean, no news is good news, you know, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like he's got the goods, man. He just needs to stay healthy. If he's able to stay healthy, then I feel like he could get it done. And then NL. Ooh, NL's hard.
It's gonna be somebody that's not on that list. I'm telling you.
You know what? I hate to do it. I hate to do it, but I feel like it's. I have a good feeling that it might be him. You're not gonna be happy about it, but I feel like it might. There's a good chance that he could get it done.
Oh,
He's just gonna catch people in his, you know, and just stick them there. Senior Webb,
the Minecraft character.
Roblox. Yeah, I feel like he can get it done, man. Yeah, it's the Giants, and we don't want them to do well, but I just feel like
You think he's gonna have back-to-back solid seasons like that?
the way I look at it is like, I mean, he really showed up in the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who else showed up in the playoffs and then ended up winning Rookie of the Year the following year? Randy Rosarena, right? And I feel like Logan Webb's going to take that, playoff push and take all that, momentum, and he's riding high. He has all the confidence in the world right now, and I think he's gonna have a solid season, and he could get it done.
That's an interesting pick. I'm not taking that one to Vegas though.
No, definitely.
Your
It's
Devers one,
plus 1600.
I'll take your Devers one, but I won't take that one.
Why not? Would it be better if I chose Blake Snell?
No,
Okay.
I'd put my money on Kershaw before I'd put my money on Logan Webb.
Wow. Are you serious right now?
Plus 6,000? Give me
I
that.
mean, he is throwing his changeup.
Give me Kershaw and Devers on one.
You're wild. Uh,
Wild and rich is what I'm gonna be after the when they win
uh, yeah. For sure. Um, yeah, I mean,
That's an interesting pick right there, Robbie. Right?
I feel like he can get it done, dude.
I'm a little disappointed you didn't choose yourself.
Nah, dude. It's hard to go back to back,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, I get
You
it.
know, people are gonna, there's a lot of film on me. They're gonna do the research.
Yeah, yeah,
They know what I like to throw. So,
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna have to, throw the change up a little bit more this season.
Yeah.
Um, I think I relied on the curveball a little bit too much last year. Um, and they're gonna be sitting, curveball, and I'm gonna have to make the adjustment. Mix it up a little bit, and you know, uh, forever changing. You gotta forever change. So
There you have it. You heard it here first from Robbie Ray himself. You know,
throwing throwing the change up a lot more.
he's gonna be
Get
throwing the
that little
changeup a lot more.
get that turn in. Yeah, get that little.
Get that, you got the little flick, huh?
Yeah, you gotta.
Pull the curtain down, huh?
Yeah, you gotta twist the doorknob.
Twist the door now, pull the curtain down. Yeah, I mean, got anything else for this baseball extravaganza special?
The most special of all the specials that we've done so far. Um, I'm just excited, dude. Baseball's back. I feel like there's, you know,
Kind of fills that void of the Lakers not making the playoffs, huh?
you motherfucker. You just had to bring that shit up, huh?
Hey, man, we're all hurt here in LA, huh? I mean, baseball's back. That's one thing we can look forward to. And Kings hockey, they're making the playoffs.
Yeah, no, we were supposed to be. We're the fucking city of champions, baby. Okay.
We got the. I guess the Clippers can try.
Did you just the Clippers?
Hey, man. The fucking Lakers are not gonna probably do it. They gotta win 4 games against the Suns, the Warriors, then the Nuggets, and the Spurs have to lose 3 out of 4. Like, come on, not gonna happen.
They can do it.
I fucking hope so, but fucking I don't know. You know.
I mean,
I mean, we'll see. We'll talk. Well, that's a different
that's a
another.
whole different story.
That's a
But
whole
I
different
tell you
story.
what, man, the day that I start putting my money on the Clippers, all hell has frozen over. Okay,
I'm not saying
that's
the Clippers should
wild.
win, but I'm just saying. I mean, there's the Clip. I mean, LA still has the Clippers technically.
They could go with the Angels to Orange County.
All right, let us know what you guys think. Are you excited for baseball to be back? Should opening day be a holiday? Who's winning the division? Who's winning the World Series? MVP? Cy Young? And do you think Robbie Ray should keep throwing the changeup more? This
I'm
your,
telling, they got film, dude.
this your boy Master Damie.
This is Robbie Ray.
Adios, muchachos and muchachas.
Later.